Good morning. We're very excited to be here with you today, as always. The first thing we are going to do to allow you to deepen your openness is to ask you to continue to come into your breath for just a moment. There is no rush here. The goal when you get into this space of bringing in the messages is embodiment. We are going to move you away from feeling the need to get into connection to moving into embodiment. Connection is delicious, but like most of you are probably feeling, connection still implies that this energy is somewhere outside of you, somewhere disconnected. And as we ask you to line up with embodiment, there's a different energy. There's an energy of calling in that which you already are. There's an energy of no effort, path of least resistance. And this is going to allow a new openness for the high self to come in further, coming into more contact with your personal experience in this physical realm, and that will be very good. We're going to continue to call all beings of light on the planet into the higher energies. We're going to continue to call you to move away from the things that are triggering you and no longer giving it your energy. There is a message of stop figuring it out. Walk away. Walk away from the trigger at this time. A lot of the knowing within you understands that there is a multi-dimensional aspect of you that is more online now than ever before. And in the moment of a trigger, if you can tune into the pieces of you that aren't practiced, that aren't known, these responses that the human psyche has to trigger is released, and the new energy of the more multidimensional self, the high self, is then embodied, downloaded into the system, allowing for expansion. There is a beauty in focusing on something and allowing it to reflect, allowing it to reveal itself. But the energy of trying to figure things out when you are not getting information, this is a space of no reflection. This is a space of the ego. And there is not an embodiment there that allows the higher self to bring forward any solution in that energy. And so the best thing that you can do to align yourself back to your embodiment, come back to the path of allowing your high self to merge within you in the now moment, is to let go of figuring anything out. You are either going to receive from the high self or you are not. You are either in resonance of the answer or not. Pushing towards the answer pulls you further from that resonance. Surrendering and trusting the timing, trusting that the universe has your vision, has your desires stored, and is finding a path towards you, is the path of least resistance that the high self is used to. You see, the high self knows that the universal support you are looking for is in existence. But the universal support that you are looking for does not exist in the third and fourth dimension. And so if you yourself are existing in those dimensions of thought, you are not going to be able to access the dimensions of thought that are including that feeling of universal support. And this is what keeps many trapped in that third and fourth dimensional place. You are ready to expand. You are ready for more than you are letting in at this time. Comfort is not always your friend. In many ways, the light beings have even gotten comfortable in the way they perceive their light, not knowing that in order to extend themselves into a higher vibrational understanding, they have to relinquish any rigid energy around their knowing. You see, there are things that you know now that when you know with more information, you won't agree with the information that you believe and know now. Does that make the information that you know now a lie or not true? No, not at all. It means that in this understanding of your perception in this reality, it is 100% true. But as you collect more data and as you have a deeper understanding of the mechanisms of the universe, the quantum construct that you're living in, you may not find truth in those lower vibrations at all. But it doesn't make you wrong. The humans will soon understand dimensionality, timeline, projected reality, projected reality. You will understand how this realm works and begin to create in a new way. And that is more fun than anything that you could drum up from the experience you're having right now. Continue to allow your visions to be playful. This is how you are going to manifest stronger. Many believe that manifestation is coming from a desire and a belief in that desire. But your manifestation is coming from whether or not your frequency really believes that that desire is yours. Which means, can you see yourself in that desire? Can you see yourself in that outcome? And are the things inside of you, are the thoughts inside of you lining up with that openness now? Now, at this time. You're not going to become something in the future that you're not willing to become now. You have to let it in. You have to open up that particular gateway, that highway of information. We were discussing this with Crystal earlier today, and we believe this is a beautiful time to bring this information forward. Acting is embodiment. When one is acting, they are embodying a consciousness. Acting out of consciousness, telling a story from that space. There are many beings on the planet that know that this acting or embodiment will allow you to become the frequency that you are seeking. And this is why we've always said the law of assumption is so important. You must not only be internally a vibrational match, because as the law of attraction says, like attracts like. But you must be able to assume that reality. You must be able to be that version of you now. And if you don't believe it, it will look like acting. But if you allow your third eye to believe in it, it'll be your becoming. There is no difference. Act out your high self and watch how quickly you change. Sit down and act out a channel and watch how quickly you open. Sit down and act out your dream, your vision, and see how quickly you connect to that energy. There is a very strong manifestational power in that, because you are taking this vision and allowing it to run through your body. You're allowing this vision to intermingle with who you are, which sends a signal to the universe, to source, that says, this is what I am projecting, this is what I'm wanting to attract. And in that you attract. Act out the lover, and you will attract your lover. Act out your embodiment, and you will manifest that embodiment. Act out tuning yourself into the Akashic record, and you will tune yourself into that Akashic record. You are very close, light beings, to self-mastery. The gifts that you have been experiencing are getting amplified and turning online more and more every day. There are many in the collective of lightworkers and starseeds, we say this with so much love, that have been dragging their feet a little with their healing. They've been refusing to surrender to some of the things that are impacting their psyche the most. And it is okay, be it fear, be it the egoic structure being a little stronger at this time. Whatever the reason, Source will lead you to your breakthrough. But this is your reminder that you must love yourself. You must love yourself enough to heal. Because it's only when you get out of your healing that you get activated. And if you are sitting in your healing waiting for your activation, you're going to feel defeated. And that is likely something that you are trying to heal from. That is likely something in your history that you are moving on from. Stay present. No one is left behind. But you can stall your process. And we just want you to know that it's not necessary. You are enough. You are loved. Step into yourself. As we move towards the Lion's Gate energy, this portal is going to create an opening where many are no longer going to feel the strong body consciousness activations in the way that they had been. Many will feel the healing process of the body come into completion by the time Lion's Gate closes. And this is going to allow for a huge portion of the light being collective to stand up. Stand up. It is time. It is time to reclaim this realm in the name of love. And how do you stand up? You will know. You will know. Because when anything is in divine timing, Source makes sure that you know. Source makes sure that you know how perfect this is, how aligned it is, how divine it is. And if you can recognize that sacred moment, you will move with the magic of the universe. Stay steady, light beings. Everything is happening right now. Practice who you are. Let the frequencies of the high self continue to become dominant in your reality. Continue to take responsibility for your triggers and allow that energy to be of your healed past. And if you feel stagnant right now, please let go. Please surrender. Please heal. You're not late. Wave after wave after wave of awakening has been happening for a long time. This is the generation of the light. Remember who you are. Connect to that space. It'll make this whole transition easier. Each of you holds a very divine and special role at this time. We hope that these words have lifted your heart. We hope that the frequencies in this message have reminded you of what is next. Be it expansion or surrender. We hope you know how divinely guided you are, that we are with you, walking with you in your skies, in your stars, but most importantly in your heart. We will all be together again. Until then, know that you are loved. Know that you are loved. When you move, we move. We love you. Godspeed, light worker.